And as soon as I get out, like 4 carloads pull up and guns out, and they order me to get down. But the first lady on the scene, the cop, she didn't put her car in park when she jumped out, and the car ran into a telephone pole right in front of me. I'm like, oh no, now they're pissed. MTV couldn't film in West Hollywood for like 10 or 15 years after that.
You come online again.
Yes.
Then you look in the mirror and it's trying to try, who in the fuck am I? What's important right now?
Forgive myself for what I just went through and kind of look at myself and really need to get rid of the things that don't serve me, don't serve my kids. Try and be at peace because I'd been at war with myself for so long.
Some people tiptoe through life, try not to get hurt. Others run straight into the fire. Laughing, bleeding is somehow finding beauty in the wreckage. My guest today is one of those rare ones, a man who made chaos a craft, who turned pain into performance art and gave a generation permission to feel alive. Johnny Knoxville didn't just break bones, he broke rules, broke molds, and broke open what comedy could be. There's poetry in the madness, there's truth in the bruise, and somewhere in between all the noise, he found his own kind of peace, the kind you earn. Brother man, welcome to the Seano Show.
What an intro. Jeez, now I'm humbled. And that shirt, oh my goodness.
Right?
Just hotter than a St. Louis laundromat.
So, well, first off, happy 25th anniversary for Jackass.
Oh, thank you.
Huh?
Yeah, can't believe it.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, 25 years.
But is this an accurate number? $356 million box office total?
Oh, you'd have to ask someone else. I don't have any clue.
You have no idea.
I don't know.
It's impressive. You put a lot of people to work too. That's impressive.
Yeah, that's the fun part, like working with your friends. We managed to think of something where we can hire our friends. And let me tell you, that's good and bad, Seano. We have some real questionable hires.
Yeah, some very questionable. Yeah, you didn't have an HR department back then, did you?
No,
not
our
a lot of
safety
scrutiny.
people are the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Manny's our safety guy when we work with alligators, and he's the guy who swims in the swamps in Florida at night with a miner's light on and will lift gators up to the surface. So we were shooting this one scene, and Mandy's safety plan was, okay, Steve-O, if one of the alligators bite him, hopefully he will let go. That was the whole plan.
That was it. And you guys, of course, did it. Yeah.
Yeah, we managed to get it.
Oh, yeah. We're going to get into that a little bit, but let's go back a little bit. Let's go back to young Johnny.
Yes.
Knoxville, Tennessee.
Yes.
Huh? Happy kid, go lucky kid?
I was really outgoing. My father was introverted extrovert. He was very loud and funny. But when he just wanted to sit and watch TV, he just wanted to kind of tune everyone out. But so I was very outgoing, but I was also kind of nervous because my father also drank. And you don't know, as a kid, you know, you're sitting in school wondering what's it going to be like at home that night, you know? It was very destabilizing because he was either the funniest guy on the planet or he just handled liquor terribly and just came home and just started fights with my mother. And it was very combative.
How did that influence you over the years?
It gave me all kinds of great habits. It's very constructive. You try to please. If I make everyone happy, maybe he won't drink. You kind of think it's your fault. You learn to keep secrets because you don't want everybody knowing your dad's drunk.
Right.
And a lot of times people wouldn't know. He didn't do a lot of that stuff publicly, every now and then. So it's not a good thing to learn, right? And it took a lot of years to understand that and how to attempt to shake that off. Because you don't even know you're doing it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You don't know. If you don't do any work on yourself, or you just go through life repeating some of the same bullshit.
Right.
Your male role model. That's your male role model. When he wasn't drinking, he was amazing. But I'm just talking about the times when he was drinking, and it was very scary.
Did he ever get sober?
After his quadruple bypass in around 2001, he cut almost all the way back. Every now and then, my sisters or mom would catch him sneaking a beer or two, but he never went on benders after that. And I'd moved out to LA by then.
Right.
I moved out a month after high school, actually. I can't do it anymore.
So let's go back a little bit. But what were you? What was high school like for you? Were you the funny guy? Were you the prankster guy? Were you a shy guy? You were sports? I know you're a big sports fan.
I was never a shy guy. I was always loud, and I was trying to be funny. Didn't always land, I think when I was even younger than that, I was trying to be funny, but I was like a little rattlesnake who couldn't control his venom.
Yeah.
There was no idea of tone. That takes work.
Yeah, it does, brother.
So in high school, I played baseball. I love baseball.
That's right.
And it's the only thing I was ever kind of pretty good at. And I just absolutely, yesterday I went to, after boxing, I went to this baseball academy down on Venice to take swings. I like working on my swing.
Oh, I love that, man.
I love it. It's so fun.
Good for you, brother.
Yeah, it's really fun.
How often do you do that?
I don't get to do it a lot. Maybe I'm trying to do it like once a month, but once every 6 weeks. You got to do it a little more to dial it in, but it's so fun. It keeps my brain going.
Yeah.
Learning new or old things, again.
Baseball, University of Tennessee, big fan?
Oh my God, they break my heart on a regular basis.
Right.
But we're actually pretty good this year in football,
Yeah.
so I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, we had the great Willie Galt on a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he still has a bunch of records at Tennessee.
Yeah, he was amazing. He played for the Bears too.
Yeah, won a Super Bowl with them.
He was a really big personality of my childhood because everything was Tennessee Vols football, and like Willie Galt,
right?
Returned kickoffs, punts,
exactly.
I remember Willie Galt.
But when did you make the decision? I got to get the fuck out of here.
I think I was in about 8th or 9th grade, and I don't know what. I just sitting in bed and was like, wow, maybe I can be an actor. Just trying to think of different ways I didn't have to work for a living, like acting. I don't, you just, what do you do? And I got locked in on that. And it wasn't until probably juniors, I was like, well, where am I going to go? And I looked at the tuition for NYU, and I was like, well, not going to go there. Oh, wow. And I read somewhere that the American Academy of Dramatic Arts was auditioning people in Atlanta. And I'm like, well, I'll go audition in Atlanta for this school. Drove down to Atlanta, it's like 4 hours away, did a monologue, and apparently they were taking everybody because, oh my God, I was so wooden and just.
What was it? You remember the monologue you did?
No, something about smoking a pipe. I don't. What's so unusual about smoking a pipe? I don't remember what it was from, but I just demolished it.
Oh wow! But they said, "Oh, we have a spot for you."
They did.
Yeah, somehow. Before we get here, was On the Road a big influence for you?
Yeah.
That opened your world a little bit, if I remember correctly.
That's one of the things that made me want to go to see what is outside of Knoxville. I didn't know people lived like that. And in my mind, they were so free. And it gave me a great yearning. I was 14 sitting in a bar with my cousin. He's a country singer, Roger, and he handed me the book.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he's done many wonderful things for me, but that was one of the best.
Wow.
Because it just kind of blew the top of my head off. Like when I read Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, I didn't know people could write like that. Just how I didn't know people could live like that with Jack Kerouac and On the Road. Is just, those were a couple of big moments for me.
So you get to Los Angeles. Were you excited? Were you nervous? Did your parents support it? Were you like...
Well, my mom and dad both wanted me to come home. Like when I left, Mom couldn't even come out on the carport to say goodbye. She was so sad.
Oh,
she
wow.
said goodbye inside the house, but she's like, man, I get so emotional these days.
Yeah, it's good.
It's all the time.
It's good, brother. Your brain's working right. That's why.
But yeah, she didn't want to come outside, and Dad didn't want me to go. He's like, well, how long you think you'll need out there? 6 months? I'm like, no. But with that said, like starting off, I didn't have a lot of money. I was living out there, and they were helping me a lot. They always helped me, you know, with because I had a lot of asthma medication and whatnot, or just Dad would say, hey, go down to the Western Onion. I sent you a little money, you know.
Oh my God, right.
So they were very supportive of once I was here. So,
and what was it like when you were here? Was it being in Los Angeles?
It was just faster, and disaster. You know, I was like, I wanted to come out to act, but apparently I just came out to drink and hang out.
Wow. So you were starting to party pretty good.
Yeah. And I was taking acting classes, but I was so green, right? And I was terrified of the camera. Absolutely terrified.
Wow.
Just my shoulders go up and I'm just tense. And that took just taking classes and doing it. And you eventually get over that. But it was like almost a paralyzing thing for me at first.
Wow.
Now I'm completely comfortable, but then it was
interesting.
Yeah.
And you got a gig at a magazine.
I had a baby on the way.
Oh.
My oldest, Madison. Her mom says we have a baby on the way, and I was scared.
How old were you then?
When I found out, I was 23. When she was born, I was 24.
Wow. And
I was like, what can I do? But it really made me get my shit together. I lived next door to Antoine Fuqua. And he's like, go see this casting director. She'll help you get an agent. It was a wonderful thing Antoine did.
Wow.
And my friend, John Linson, he's like, he knew that I was trying to write. And he said, go see this magazine editor. So I went down there and they gave me some gigs writing. And so then I got an agent, started auditioning, went a whole year, over a year without a callback.
Wow.
And then I talked to this one actor, Clint Culp, worked all the time. I'm like, Clint, how do you book so many commercials? He's like, you got to do something funny with your eyes when you slate your name. I'm like, get out of here. He's like, no. I'm like, all right. So then I was like, hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and just really made a meal out of that.
Yeah.
And I started booking. It's the dumbest thing. I booked so much after that.
Oh, my good tip for all the actors out there, right? Just do some wacky shit in the beginning, right?
just because in the first few seconds, they're like, oh, okay, I like this person.
Wow.
I had a lot of people doing a lot of nice things for me along the way, including you, Seano. I've been very lucky.
Yeah, you've been very lucky, but I'm going to stay on that theme, buddy. You've been very lucky.
I've made my own luck, too.
You made your own luck. And one of the things I love about you, and it's a long fucking list, is your loyalty to people. You don't forget people that have been kind to you and gracious to you.
No, I don't know how you forget that.
Most people forget. You don't forget.
No, because where would I be?
Right.
You know? Where would I be?
Right.
I think we know. I wouldn't be here.
We know. So why did you know you were a good writer? Why did they hire you to be a writer? Did you send a sample in? They said, hey, this guy can write, or was it?
Maybe I sent some kind of sample in, and then I don't know. I think I had more personality than writing ability. I don't know, but they gave me a gig, and I started again. Hunter was a big influence on me, and his style of participatory journalism. I'm like, oh, well, I need to start inserting myself into the articles. And then that led to, oh, why don't I do a article on self-defense equipment where I test all the devices out on myself, then shoot myself in the chest with a bulletproof vest. And that was my poor attempt at being Hunter and my larger attempt at supporting my family. But that was my big move.
That was your big move?
That was my big move.
But that move gained the attention of Mr. Spike Jonze.
Yes, because the editor of Big Brother magazine was Jeff Tremaine, and he's the director of Jackass and my partner with Spike in Jackass. Jeff and I were trying to think of a show to do, and so we had sort of an idea. And Jeff's like, "Why? Hey, you want to call Spike to see if he wants to do it with us?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Because had he done Malkovich yet?
He was in the process of doing Malkovich.
But he was the hottest music video director of all time at that time, right? He was just, right?
Yeah.
So you give him a shout.
And we tell him our idea, and, we want to do this, stunts and pranks, but we might be behind a desk. Or he's like, I think you guys are already doing the show. I'm like, we're like, what? Because the Big Brother videos were just pranks and some stunts. That's what a lot of my articles we just filmed and put straight into the videos. And he goes, I think you guys are already doing it. It doesn't need to be like really formatted. And we're like, oh, yeah. We knew that. We knew nothing. So it was just Big Brother videos without the skating.
Right. Wow. Then you guys start pitching the show.
Yeah. At first we pitched to HBO. We let Spike do the talking because he's the big man on campus.
Right.
Boy, did that not go good. He kept getting lost in like his thoughts. He's like, In his defense, Jeff and I didn't jump in with anything.
Yeah. Wow.
And then that was the good part. It got really bad when we put in the 8-minute tape of what the show was. And I forgot who the lady was, but it was crickets. Like a tumbleweed rolled across the office. It was hilarious. We're like, well, can't go any worse than that. And the next couple of pitches were with Comedy Central and MTV, and they both wanted it. So,
right. Is this true, buddy? When it came out, within 10 weeks, you were on the cover of Rolling Stone? Is that right?
Someone brought that up to me the other day, and yeah, that's true. It came out in October, and by December or January, I was filming the cover of the Rolling Stone.
Right. Wow. I looked it up. And got the jock strap on. It's a great cover. Right. So
nothing worse than a hillbilly with a hit record.
No,
that's not my line. That was
whose line was that?
From one of the greatest thing Mike Judge ever did. It's Tales from the Tour Bus, and it was the one on Johnny Paycheck, the country singer, and his band members are talking about Johnny Paycheck's bad behavior. And
Yeah.
That's what one of the band members said about him.
And what does that mean to you?
I had a hit record, and I was, just absolutely going for it.
What was it like having that fame at that age? And
Well, I wasn't a young man. I was 29, I believe.
29.
But still, it was, I was waiting tables a few months before that, and go from that to on the cover of the Rolling Stone.
And was it literally like your life changed overnight?
Yeah. My life changed overnight.
And was it scary?
No, I wasn't scared a bit.
You were just, you were like, fuck.
I should have been. I should have been scared. I should have slowed down a little bit. I did the best I could. Could have done better.
Yeah. Could have done better.
Could have done better.
Right. Could have done better.
Some would say a lot better.
Some would say a lot better. Okay. And then when did the Lieberman, when did that all go?
That happened. Well, see, we were only on the air 10 months. And then I quit the show.
Right. But you quit the show because MTV.
Well, what happened was there were a couple of unfortunate copycat incidents. And there was a big one where some kids got burned. And they said they were imitating Jackass. And there's a footnote to this in a second. They said they're imitating Jackass. And Joseph Lieberman, the senator from Connecticut, heard about it. It was an election year. And so he wanted to come down on Hollywood. That was his big thing because it's really there's no consequence to it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really standing up for anything. But he came down on MTV, Viacom, came down on me personally. And then MTV started assigning OSHA people to the show and saying, you guys can't jump off of anything 4 feet or higher. I'm like, what? That's not what we do. They bought it in cycles of 8 episodes, right? So I think they bought 8 and then another 16. And we're coming up on that 24th episode, and they're starting to let people go in the office, and all this heat was coming down. We have all these new people on the show. And what we do silly, but it meant a lot to me. I'm like, I'm not going to do it like this. So I quit. And boy, were they not happy.
Right.
They hadn't anticipated that. A lot of legal wrangling back and forth. And finally, I don't know who floated the idea. Jeff and Spike came to me and said, what about we do a movie, R-rated movie?
Right.
Yeah, maybe. And it turned out that's one of the best things. Me quitting was one of the best things that could have happened for us. It pushed us in a whole new direction.
Yes, it did. Yeah, it did, right? Let's talk about that. You took a stand. You always take a stand. You're not going to, it's important. You have integrity.
I love the show to do a watered down version of it. I'm not going to do that. I'll go back to waiting tables.
Right. Where did you get that from?
My mother was very stubborn, very stubborn. And I think maybe I got a little of her stubbornness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but it's always been there.
Did you have any idea how successful the films would be?
Look, we didn't even think it was going to get on television. We're like, no one's going to watch this, right? And our pilot, we got shut down during the pilot. It almost didn't even make it to air because we filmed it. We filmed a bit in West Hollywood where I put on a prison orange jumpsuit, dirty my face up and handcuff myself and go in a hardware store and try to saw them off and try to help people to help me.
So fucking good.
Oh my God. Boy, did the cops, the store just emptied. Like they got everyone out of there. And at one point, I'm in there trying to saw the cuffs off, and I almost slit my wrist, and no one's even in there. My cameramen are all outside. I'm like, well, fuck. So I hear the cops, and I go outside to, meet the cops because my cameras are out there. And as soon as I get out, like 4 carloads pull up and guns out, and they order me to get down. But the first lady on the scene, the cop, she didn't put her car in park when she jumped out, and the car ran into a telephone pole right in front of me. I'm like, oh no, now they're pissed.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, long story short, the owner of the establishment would not sign the release, so we couldn't use the footage. And I think he filed a lawsuit, and they shut down our pilot because we didn't permit. MTV couldn't film in West Hollywood for like 10 or 15 years after that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
But did we think the movie was going to be a success? No. We didn't think the show was going to be a success. When we made the movie, we're like, we didn't have high hopes.
Right.
So,
wow. Let me ask you this. Like, this is another thing I might be. These kinds of things would happen. Things don't work. Things break down. People get shut down. What keeps you going? Because you have this, we're going to get it, we're going to figure it out thing.
we have something to do. You got to see it through, right? It's like when I had asthma when I was little and pretty bad. I sometimes get pneumonia, have to go in the hospital, but I played sports all year round. I don't know. People are like, wasn't that hard? No, you just want to do what you're going to do. Yeah, I had that, but I don't know. I always had
And not everybody
what
has
I
that.
needed to do, and I saw it through.
Got it.
I don't know. That was just a personality trait.
How do the ideas come to you? Like that idea, how did that drop in for you?
Which one?
The sawing yourself in the prison
that
outfit.
was actually Jeff Tremaine's girlfriend at the time, Danielle. She came up with that idea. So bless her. My ideas, I don't know. Like I can be in a writer's room or what we call a writer's room with a few guys and kick around ideas and write. I can do that with Tremaine, but I'm best on my own. Like wake up super early in the morning and just kind of sit there and go away. I don't know, just let your mind run away.
It drops in.
Yeah. It's just one silly thing after another.
But they're dangerous.
Yeah, I should have thought about that earlier.
But that's right. Do you thrive on the more dangerous, the better? Are you thinking yourself personal safety? Are you thinking content? Are you thinking, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, let's make this great and we need footage. I wasn't considering myself at all, really. Yeah, I just compartmentalized the damage. I had to get comfortable with the whatever outcome, because if I wasn't, then I'm going to be frightened and not commit. And when you're doing dangerous things and you don't commit, that's when you stand to really get hurt.
Right, you're right.
You have to want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
You have to want to go right now. Like I can tell if a guy's not wanting to do a stunt, something dangerous, putting it off, him hawing around.
No, it's got to be fucking game on. Let's do this thing, right?
Yeah, that's the exact.
It just has
attitude.
to be that.
Yeah, if it's not that, then don't do it.
Well, hang on. Did you ever, somebody saw that and said, don't, you waved them off. You just said, don't, you know what, you're not there. Would you have that kind of discretion?
We had a thing, if there's any like negativity or dark shit going around the set, we're like, let's not do it. That's when we would not do something. We had a world champion bull rider, Gary LeFew, world champion 1970. He supplied us the bulls. And early on, when we're working with bulls, he just said, look, if there's anyone being negative, or there's any bullshit going on the set, like, I want that person off the set. Bulls are dangerous, and you don't want any negativity or bullshit around them. And we really took that to heart. Everyone's got to, like you said, you just got to be, let's go now. Let's do it. We were filming this. We were going to film this stunt on a mountain in Donner's Pass. Already a red flag, right?
God, buddy.
We're waiting around for this, the setup. We were going to go down a huge ski slope and a bouncy house, all of us. Well, while we were waiting around, someone died on the mountain, unrelated to us. And that really was like, oh, that kind of was a dark cloud over the day after that. And then, so the guys were a little squirrely. I was a little weirded out too. And then we get up there, and this bouncy house has this 600-pound generator behind it that will be riding behind us down this big mountain. And a few of the guys looked at it and they were like, no, this, fuck this. And Jeff and I looked at each other and like, yeah, not today. And so we just called it.
And you never filmed that?
We were going to come back to do it, but we just didn't get around to it. But that was one of those things, just like, it's not worth it. Because everyone was just inhibited by the day. We didn't want to go forward with it.
Interesting, man. And so the first film comes out. It's a huge fucking success.
Yeah.
What's life like for you then after that film comes out?
It was rather fun, Seano.
Your life was working. You're good, right? Why was it fun? What was going on? You're making bread. You're famous.
Well,
people are throwing themselves at you.
Yeah, it's the hillbilly with the hit record, but it meant so much because it's something that I created with my friends. And if you put us in a room you're never going to pick me and my guys out. It's like, those are the successes. They're going to have the number one film. But we did. And, it helped get me acting jobs.
It opened a lot of doors for you, right?
Opened so many doors. And I was able to finally support my family.
Right.
No more handouts from my family or Melanie's family, my wife at the time. Like, I was finally standing on my own and doing what I had always wanted to do, what I moved out there to do. So it was an exciting time, which in Eastern philosophy is not a good thing. What is it? The squeaky wheel gets the oil. No. The nail that sticks up gets pounded back down.
You guys, the crew, Jackass crew, everyone's become more famous, more money. The films are becoming more popular. Talk about the group, the cohesion of the group. How did you keep it together? You got some addiction going on. You got a lot.
Multiple addictions.
How did you guys stay together? What was the energy? And are you the captain who's keeping everybody going?
Well, we all loved each other, right?
Like, really loved each other.
Yeah.
People loved you guys.
Thank you. And we loved each other, and we knew we had a good thing, a fun thing that we liked. That was a strong bond, right? And when you put your life on the line with a group of people, it really solidifies the bond even more. There was infighting at times, like any family, but over the 25 years, we've all pretty much stuck together. We've had a couple problems, but I think because we loved each other, right?
Right.
I think that's how we got through it all. Any relationship is tough, especially over 25 years when you got all this external shit with the money and whatever level of fame you reach or don't.
people love the films, but they loved you guys too. And the love is powerful in you guys.
Yeah, we care about each other.
Yeah.
And sometimes we want to just choke one another and do. There's been fights.
Sure.
There's been fist fights.
Yeah.
Jeff Tremaine and Rick Cossack, the cameraman, have been in 6 fist fights over the years.
Wow.
And Cossack is so fucking pissed because Jeff's broke 6 pairs of his glasses and never paid for a pair of glasses. Yet they're together all the time.
Well, yeah, but you love that stuff. It makes
It's
you laugh.
hilarious.
Why is it so funny to you?
It's so fucking funny. It still makes Cossack so mad that Jeff's broke 6 pairs of his glasses. Cossack boxes sometimes now, and he'll just like, he'll tell his trainer, I'm just going to fuck Jeff up. I'm going to fuck Jeff. But he loves Jeff.
Right. Shit
So
happens.
that stuff is hilarious to me.
Right.
All the dysfunction
right.
from, I mean, that kind of stuff starts at the top, right? It's a very dysfunctional family, and that's on, Jeff and me.
You're a savvy cat. You have the first one come out. You're thinking about what's next, right?
No.
No?
No, I thought that was it.
You just thought there could be one?
Yeah.
Really?
Like we did it.
And what did you think? That's kind of it? We're kind of all going to go on our own or what?
There wasn't a lot of forethought with Jackass. We did the first movie. I'm like, okay, we did it. Jeff went off to film Wild Boys with Steve-O and Pontius. And every now and then I would go out filming with them. And I ended up in Russia with them, minding my own business. While I was over there, apparently I was like really game to shoot, and just we're doing some obstacle course with the Russian special forces. And I was like, okay, why don't we, they have attack dogs here. So at the first, let the attack dog attack me, and then have him shoot me with rubber bullets. And then at the end, have a guy karate kick me in the head, and then we'll have it. And Jeff kind of pulls me to the side and goes, look, if you're going to go this big for basic cable, why not just do another movie? And I was like,
oh yeah,
maybe you're right. And that's when we did number 2. And after number 2, we had a big closing, a big musical closing. I'm like, well, we're never going to top that. So we're done. I just always thought we were done.
Really?
Yeah.
You said I'll act, I'll produce things. I'm in, right?
I remember when we were doing Jackass number 2, we met with Converse, and they're like, what is your guys' 5-year plan? And Jeff and I, he looked at me and I looked at him. I'm like, we don't have a 5-year plan. Fast forward like to 2009-ish, and I start getting that itch again. I'm watching Tom and Jerry a lot and writing ideas down, and then I stack up a bunch of ideas, and I suggest Jeff we do another one, and that's what led to 3.
Get the band back together.
Yeah. And they had always wanted to do it. The guys had always wanted to do it. I guess I was the holdup.
Why?
I didn't want to do it.
Just not there. And then it's just right.
Because like when I decide I'm going to do it, like I know what that means, right? I know that I'm going to put myself on the line, and I know what can go wrong. I have to really want to do it. And at some points in my life, I was like, let's go now. Let's do it again.
As you're getting older in the films, are you starting to think, hey, my body's a little different? Are you nervous about getting injured?
Well,
what was your first big injury? Yeah, and answer that question.
After my last concussion on Jackass Forever, where it was a stunt with the bull. I got a concussion, a brain hemorrhage. I broke my rib, my wrist. At first, I thought I was all right, But over the next 3 to 4 months, I slowly just slipped away.
Yeah, you were offline.
My creative brain turned against me. Yeah, I was offline. You saw me then. I was offline.
Yeah.
I was completely opposite. I was like bizarro me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's terrifying.
Mm-hmm. To know your brain's not operating.
I didn't know that, right? My attorney said your brain is telling you things that are happening that aren't. It's terrifying to look back at. But when you're in it, you don't realize you're in it. That's what's scary, because you're getting bad information.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel so much empathy for people who are in that same situation,
Mm-hmm.
right? And maybe they don't have access to help, or they don't have friends, or they're stranded. But I'm very fortunate. I had access to help. I had friends. Man, I'm so glad I got out of that. I mean, you saw me. It was awful.
It's scary. It's really scary.
Yeah, it was scary.
It was scary.
Yeah. And I had medicine to help get me back online too, right?
Medicine, a lot of love, and a lot of support.
Medicine, a lot of love.
Yeah.
Also, you take the time to like, okay, what in my life is not working? What is not serving me?
Yeah.
How can I not cut down on the chaos that you cause? Because I felt like that was a real bottom for me.
Yeah.
And holy shit, the only way was like I wanted to kind of rebuild me.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I almost lost it.
Very close.
Yep.
Very close.
Whew.
Yeah, very close.
Them bulls are mean, Seano.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard for me to watch that video. I was, when I was thinking about our show, I looked at that. It was really hard for me to watch that because you're the expert, obviously. There's a way to land from getting hit by a bull, right?
I knew there was trouble that day when I showed up. And when you're dealing like I'm at Gary LeFew's bull ring in the Pomo, there's lots of soft dirt. It's like this thick, lots of soft dirt in the ring. When I got to the place that day, it was a cold December day.
Oof.
December 20th, I think. We shot late until Christmas. And it was just hard ground, maybe a little this much dirt. I'm like, that could be a problem.
Right.
I made a joke about it, but I knew what could happen. And yeah, with the way I deal with bulls, I want to get above them because it's not fun being under them. And they always drop their head right before they hit you. So I give a little hop so they hit me up in the air. And hopefully I can, come back around and land somewhere under my feet. But this time I mistimed my jump. I jumped too early. And so I went up, but I started on my way back down. And he just shit whipped me into like,
Oof.
I did like what's a 540, and the only thing that stopped my momentum was the back of my head on that cold hard ground.
It's basically cement.
Basically cement. We're dealing with cement.
Right.
Yeah, not optimal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like one of those things. I said I was going to do it, and I wasn't going to not do it. I wasn't there for that,
Mm-hmm. And how long after that did he realize something? Boy, I fucked myself up good here.
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't. Right?
Right.
Because I slowly slipped away. My cognitive skills slowly slipped away. My connection to reality slowly slipped away.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't understand what I was going through until I was out of it. The brain's a funny thing.
You come online again.
Yes.
Then you look in the mirror and it's trying to who in the fuck am I? What's important right now?
Family.
Family.
My kids.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, I decided, well, you know what? You're important too. I don't know how much I considered that up until then. So try to forgive myself for what I just went through and kind of look at myself and really need to get rid of the things that don't serve me and
Mm-hmm.
don't serve my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Try and be at peace because I'd been at war with myself for so long.
Long time.
Yeah. Forgiving yourself.
Why is that
is
so
hard.
important? Why is it so important to forgive yourself, brother?
Well, if you can't show that love to yourself,
Mm-hmm.
who are you going to show that to?
That's right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
It kind of starts here.
That's right.
And then you can start to healthily share that.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be a big moment to love yourself.
Right.
If you had gotten all the tools you needed, but it was a big moment for me.
That was a big moment for you.
Yeah.
But also, too, what I witnessed in you, brother, that same determination with the stunts, we're going to figure this out. You made a declaration to yourself, I'm going to figure this out with myself.
Yeah. I had to figure it out.
Well, you didn't have, no, you didn't have.
No, I did. No, I did. I didn't, but I did.
Right.
It's like there was no other way.
Right.
At least in my head,
Mm-hmm.
this is how it's got to be. And it's got to be that way every day.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't be this way for
Yeah.
while you're feeling good or why things are going good. No, you got to be disciplined and live the way you want every day.
That's right. And you're doing that.
Yeah.
And you're the happiest you've ever been.
Yeah.
And why are you the happiest you've ever been, brother?
There's a whole lot of reasons for that.
Well, I want to hear it. Because I like celebrating you, man.
Oh, I just have so much time for better things now, Just I'm clearer, so I can just more focused on being creative, getting to spend time with my kids. Met this amazing woman, and I'm finally worthy of a great relationship, and I'm so grateful for her and us, and I feel like I feel like I have something to offer too. So
You have real partnership.
it's a real partnership.
Right.
No bullshit. No secrets.
No secrets. No jive. No funny
No
business.
bullshit. Honestly, that urge has left me.
Right.
I don't know how else to put it.
Well, you just put it that so succinctly.
It's
gone.
yeah.
Right. Because you wanted it gone.
Yeah.
You wanted it gone. You had a sick and tired moment.
Yeah. It's like just thinking about my kids. I went to I took them to the Playboy Cardi concert the other night. It's so I didn't even realize someone sent me a video. It was like they showed Playboy Cardi, and then they pan down to this one old dude in a green cowboy shirt standing in a sea of black t-shirts.
Right.
And it was so funny. I didn't realize I was the only one wearing a primary color that night. Everyone was in all black. I was the lone person in a primary color. But my kids had so much fun. And it was fun watching them have fun.
Mm-hmm.
But I was the old dude at the Playboy Cardi show.
And that's a beautiful thing, brother. No, I love that, man. How people want to know, how do you stay grounded? How do you stay centered? How do you not let all this stuff influence how you live your daily life?
You know, I had many years spinning out a bit in I just got fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
I care about me. I care about my children, my fiance, my friends, and my work.
Right.
That's where all my focus is, right? It's just wonderful, positive things.
Right.
Like the darkness and that negativity. Like it's rare. It's rare. I mean, I don't want to get into it, but it's rare you meet someone that's so negative that's successful. Now, you could point to many things in our society right now, but before this, it was rare that you ever met someone that was super negative that was successful.
Can I tell you what I experienced with you? Once you put your arms around self-love, once you actually forgave yourself, like really forgave yourself, then you could take the gratitude in every day.
Yeah.
And then your heart's just open. And I think you have such an appreciation that you're not in that darkness anymore.
Yeah.
And your body's healthy and your head's, and you just surround yourself with loving, kind people.
Yeah.
And you're doing great shit. You're busy. You're doing great projects. You're more in demand than ever.
Yeah. I've been very lucky.
Yeah.
And I've made my own luck.
So what does that mean when you say made my luck?
Well, it's acknowledging that I did something too.
Right.
Which I never did.
You have a art show coming up.
Yes, we have a Jackass art show coming up. I just thought, that's our 25th anniversary. Why don't we have an art show? And there's some great artists like on the crew and a couple in the cast. And then we reached out to artists we admire too. And we took some big swings. And
Swings.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Who knew curating an art show was so much work?
Yeah, exactly. So what's next for you?
You have these dumb ideas and throw them out, and then they take shape. You're like, oh shit, this is a lot of work.
What's next for you? What else do you want to be doing, man?
Same thing I've been doing. Just producing films, acting in films, making documentaries, driving my daughter to volleyball, my son to baseball, probably more concerts.
Right.
Where I'm the old kook standing there in a bright red shirt or something.
That's incredible, man.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, brother.
Thank you, Seano.
Can we do some rapid fire questions and I'll let you go home? Can we do that?
Yeah.
Let's see what old Seano came
I don't know if I'm going to have any good answers.
I think you might. Let's see what I came up with some doozies, I think, for you, brother. I came up with...
Are these just randos?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
What do you mean just randos?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, just see what comes to mind, right?
Okay.
Evil Knievel.
Oh, complicated. Very complicated man.
Right.
There's so many sides of him I adore, and some sides.
Okay. What hurts more, a broken rib or a broken heart?
Heart. Ribs suck, though. I'll tell you that. Ribs suck.
What's the dumbest idea you ever said yes to?
Oh, God. I think they all were stupid. Oh, man, Seano.
Take your time, brother.
Well, the ideas I said yes to, I wrote. So I'm to blame. It's not like anyone talked me into it. It's my fault.
I got it. Buddy. All right. When's the last time you really truly scared yourself?
Oh, I would say March 21st-ish, 2021.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the most painful thing you've ever laughed through?
You know what? Out of all the things I did, pain-wise, concussions, breaks, whatever, pepper spray fucking sucks. Because it's like someone lit a fire in your eye and put it out with gasoline. And for 20 minutes, I could barely even open my eyes. And it's terrible.
Right.
Finally, after like 45 minutes, they put milk in your eyes. Milk doesn't fucking help. Finally, like you're 45 minutes later, you're kind of feeling like yourself again. Go home later that night, wash your face, and boom, the water reactivates it, and you're back in the.
God damn.
It's terrible stuff.
Oof, ooh, 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 ooh. Okay. What's the most dangerous thing that wasn't caught on camera?
Oh shit! Most dangerous thing not caught on camera.
Nothing comes to mind.
Nothing comes to mind. It's like because it was all on camera.
You filmed everything. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was one thing we fucking did and it was incredible.
No, trust me. We blew a lot of takes, like lens cap on the camera,
right.
or someone's filming up there at the sky for some reason. But we managed to always, someone had it. We had so many cameras. I remember I got hit by a car once. We had 4 cameras. Only one camera got it. It was like 3 dudes. I don't know what they were. Actually, I know what they were doing.
Yeah. Okay. What can you go? Emily.
That's my love.
Yeah, right on, man. When was the first time you realized I'm not like everyone else?
I don't know. I think everyone has that feeling that you're an individual and not like everyone else. It wasn't until years later I thought maybe I can do something like nobody else. But that
took a while.
Took a long time to even like give myself credit. Like, oh, well, I think what you're doing is all right.
Yeah, that's great, man. What's one rule you've never followed?
Oh, man. I fucking cannot stand for somebody to tell me what to do. I will most always do the opposite.
Right.
I don't know. Emily laughs about it all the time. Like, I don't know. I don't know why that is.
Yeah. Still got a lot of the mom in you. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've done so much work on myself, and then someone tells me what to do, and I'm like, nope.
Right. Who's the craziest genius you've ever worked with?
Spike.
Brilliant.
Right. Not just from a creative standpoint, but like he sees the whole field. Right? Business, the creative. He's gifted, and I'm so fortunate to have him as my mentor, because when we first got into the business, Jeff and I didn't know shit.
Right.
All we knew was Spike.
Right.
I mean, we had our points of view and our, whatever we thought could be funny. Suddenly we were 2 dummies to being, wow, 2 dummies who know Spike. People thought we knew something.
Mm-hmm. What's the one thing you still haven't tried but want to?
God, that's an excellent question. With my personality, if something I want to do, I'm going to find a way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I would say probably something like that. Some countries I haven't been to.
Got it.
Because other stuff, like, I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I'll always give it a shot.
If you could relive one stunt just for the feeling, which would it be?
God help me, but I know I can't because of all my concussions. But I do miss playing with bulls.
Right. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah. But I
out of the bull
my
business.
Kids, and I'm out of the bull business. But it's so weird, like, because and I know it's like I don't want to jeopardize anything, but I'll see someone get smoked in a video. I'm like, oh I start longing for that.
Right.
Then I'm like, what am I doing? What am I longing for? But if you're not careful, it slips in, and then you're like, okay, you're fine. You're fucking fine. You're out of the bull business.
You're out of the bull business. What's your definition of bravery?
Steve-O was more like he was so wrapped up in alcohol, and not even alcohol that much, just the worst drugs a human can do. One day it clicked and he turned it around, and since he stopped drugs, like, he has not turned back.
Right.
He faces that dragon every day and defeats it. People are like, oh, you did this with this stunt or that. I'm like, that's not bravery in my eyes. What Steve-O does every day is that's real bravery.
Yeah, blessed to know, Brother Steve. Incredible journey that got.
Yeah.
Special guy.
Dude.
Hi.
Hey, go to steveo.com and get some of my...
All right, almost done. I'm happiest when
I'm at home with Emily and the kids and our lazy dog.
What song should play when you walk into a room?
Yakety Sax by Boots Randolph.
Look at that. Yakety Sax. All right.
Oh, no, then you got to license it, so I can't do it.
Okay. What's one thing you tell every wild kid watching right now?
Drink your milk, mind your mama, and don't take shit from anybody.
Oh, boy. Finish the sentence, buddy. Life's too short not to.
Give it a go.
Yeah. Thanks, brother. I love you so much,
Love
man.
you, Seano. Thank you.
Yeah, big time. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Steveo.com.
Thank you. The Seano Show is a production of iHeart Podcasts, hosted by me, Seano McFarland, produced by Pod People and 28th Ave. Our lead producer is Keith Cornelek. Our executive producer is Lindsay Hoffman. Marketing lead is Ashley Weaver. Thank you so much for listening. We'll see you next week.